It didn't open up a YouTube thing. I don't know if we're live or not. I guess I'll go find out.
Right up in the corner, it says live.
Yeah, it does, but it normally
Yeah,
Zoom
it doesn't open up YouTube. There, right next to where it says broadcast,
Yeah.
there's a YouTube, your symbol for YouTube, or the YouTube symbol. You can hit the arrow down and
View in YouTube. Okay, there we go. YouTube. All right. See all the things we learn when we.
Although your camera's fuzzy.
Yeah, I know. I'll fix that. Just a second. Tosspot says you're live, Boomer. Yeah, ain't that the truth?
Hey, Tosspot.
All right, let me actually move this over so I can see what's happening here. I'll show your screen so you're here too. All right, guys. Let me do the introduction real quick. Tosspot says, "Hey, Rick." All right, hey everybody. Welcome to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming in pure Boomer style as usual. And we're trying something new. I'm seeing what's happening with StreamYards. I think that's the one I picked. I was going back and forth between StreamYards and Streamlabs. I couldn't remember which is the one everybody uses, so I went ahead and just went with this one. And
Streamlabs is an OBS thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, damn it, my camera. Why? Come on, stop. You know what it is? It's whenever I move my hand away and it shows. Oh, well. Whenever I move my hands away and it's looking at just my white paper, it tries to focus. So, the Unexpected Geek Nemesis says, "Who's that guy?" I bet you he's talking about the Canadian Shield. Rick, you want to tell everybody a little bit about the Canadian Shield?
The Canadian Shield is one of my premier characters for Cross Comics. He has an Indiegogo,
which the last time I checked was doing pretty good.
He has an Indiegogo at the moment on, well, there's an Indiegogo for the comic book on Indiegogo, obviously.
Yeah,
the Canadian Shield issue 1.
I'm going to put it in the link. Post it in the link. I did it just now. Let's see if that works. All right. Yeah. Oh, cool.
And Tosspot, I said. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just saying. I put it in the chat and then I threw it up on the screen. Cool. Hey, not bad. 33% done. $670 and on your way, man. 25 backers. Fantastic.
He's got super strength, super speed, invulnerable. It's the suit that gives him the powers. The suit does everything pretty much. He's got enhanced vision, thinking, reflexes, all that. Basically a virtual Superman. The suit makes him into a Superman. Not as good as the character everybody knows as Superman, but...
Well, I was just going to say, who would win between him and Superman then,
Yeah, well, the suit can't get him up to quite the power level of Superman. If Superman's a 10, he'd probably be an 8, I'd say.
That's not too bad. Who do you think he would be equally matched against in the comic book world that people would be aware of?
Ooh, that's a cool question.
Well, yeah, let's think about it.
Give me a sec. I just want to tell Tosspot. I sent you a link, Tosspot. I emailed you and sent you a link. I've added the tier for the Canadian Buckler. If you want to get that, you can get it for $5 because it wasn't there. Yeah, sort of like the Greatest American Hero. He's not really given any instructions on anything. Just he's told he's given the power. It gave him some great powers. He's a Native American from the early 1800s, transported to modern day, and given a suit from the future, which allows people to have incredible abilities. And it's taken from the future to our present day. This is done by God Almighty. I am a Christian. It's a Christian comic. I try not to push a lot in it. There is some Christian stuff in it. But he's an angel appears, tells him to put on the suit and travel south, and he starts on his adventure to becoming the Canadian Shield.
Let me ask you a question, Rick. Why is he transported to the future? Why don't you have him going on adventures in time?
Well, because I wanted to have him in our day and age. I wanted to set it in, regular day that everybody knows about.
Okay. All right.
Pop up the chat and see the stream.
All right, I had to.
And
I'm looking for reference for the drawing I'm going to work on tonight. I came up with an idea of creating a new character, and I saw somebody shared an image of a creature called a pangolian, and I thought it looked really, really cool.
Okay.
To make something similar to that. So that's what I'm going to be drawing tonight, or working on an idea for a drawing.
And this drawing actually was done last night on Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition.
Oh,
because
excellent.
they did the Canadian Shield for that.
How did you do?
Well, I was not entered into the competition to, win or not. So I might have had a bit of an advantage. Well, not really. I think everybody did a better drawing pretty much everybody did a better drawing than me.
I don't know about that.
But this is still good.
Yeah. So, do people, when they win that contest, do they move on to the current Drawn and Quartered, or no?
Yeah, they get to go to the Pro Edition. Actually, Dillard won it last night, but he's unable to go. He's unable to go to the Pro Edition because of work schedule. So, this was done off air. But he told off air about that and gave it to Howl Comics, who came in second place.
Oh, excellent. Oh, hey, Ahmed, how's it going? He says, hey, is David Arbor in the picture from Cross Comics? No, I don't think.
Who's David Harbour?
Isn't that the guy who played Hellboy in the most recent Hellboy movie? Or am I
guess so.
Else? Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to start my drawing so I can get this thing started. You drawing something tonight?
I could. I'm not sure what though. I should probably draw the Canadian Shield.
Done it.
Well, that's the funny thing. Everybody, I'd say the highest tier that I've got. Well, technically, I've got one higher tier. I ended up making a special tier for a certain someone who likes to get double of everything.
Mm-hmm. I heard that one.
So, but the highest tier that's been sold so far is my cover and John's cover together plus the Ash Cam for $45. Nobody has actually gotten the sketch or the artwork format. Nobody's gone higher than. Is there a tier?
Is there a tier right now that's available that has original art in it?
Yeah.
Like original pages from the book, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's $125.
Okay.
And you get both books signed, plus I say your choice, but I have to. Well, I got them all scanned in, and I'd have to send some sort of link, something for people to know which one to choose from.
Okay.
I might set that up on my website. Have a page where they can just all 24 pages are there, or 20, yeah, 24, 24, 25. I'm not sure whether I'd include the cover.
So how has your experience with Indiegogo been so far?
Good. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I haven't had any problems
Yeah, I
for the
thought
most part.
they made it pretty easy to set up an Indiegogo
Yeah,
campaign, and I know a lot of people when they're setting up their first campaign, they kind of get a little worried when it comes to having to have blah 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 blah, having to have the campaign approved. But that's really something that's like automated. It's not something that you have to wait for somebody
yeah.
to visualize it and so forth. It's not.
Actually, from what I found for Indiegogo is there's not really a process to say yes or no. You can't have this on there. Where I did Kickstarter a couple years ago, they actually have a review process. You
Well,
know,
maybe that's what I was thinking of. Maybe I was thinking of Kickstarter then. I've done both, and I never had an
you
issue
know,
with one of them. So, but
because I never had anybody. You know, the only thing for review is you review it to make sure you've got everything in. Yeah, they make sure that you have the information typed in certain spots, but as long as you've got something typed in, they don't give a care. It seems.
yeah, yeah. Hey, Evan, how's it going? Evan says, howdy."
Where Kickstarter, they go over everything what you've written in or whatever, and say yes or no.
Yeah.
It's like it was a much easier process with, for the most part, I'd say with Indiegogo, easier to set up.
Okay. Well, very good. Very good.
So unless somebody actually reports you or whatever.
Now, I know a lot of people have their preferred method, but having done both a Kickstarter and an Indiegogo, do you recommend one over the other, or?
Well, when I did Kickstarter a couple years back, I didn't make that much. Well, I didn't make any money ultimately because it didn't meet my goal.
Mm,
But then again, I didn't run a really good campaign then, and my tiers were just ridiculously stupid, to say it nicely.
oh yeah.
Like I'm surprised anybody at all.
Was it? Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha.
But I fixed that with this one. So I'm half thinking of after this campaign's done running, trying to run it on Kickstarter and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Although there's one thing that would be on Kickstarter, and that's the one exclusive for this campaign is the figurine, which is approximately 8 inches tall,
Mm-hmm.
5 inches wide, 4 inches deep of the Canadian Shield. I think I got that here too.
Why wouldn't you offer that on a whatchamacallit?
Well, I'm trying to make it exclusive for this campaign. Not that anybody's bought it yet, but you know. But this is the figurine or whatever you want to call it. This might rotate in a
I just
second.
realized I've been drawing this entire time, and my camera froze on Streamlabs, so nobody here was watching what I was doing. Well, damn it! Now I figured out what happened. I turned on my camera so that I could work on my drawing, and it froze the camera on Streamlabs. And then when I switched it over to Streamlabs, it stopped the recording that I was doing separately. I'm not sure if I'm
Yeah.
like that. I usually I like to have both things going at the same time. So, oh well, we'll figure.
Yeah. For those that were, Evan says, I wonder where Kodiak is. For those that saw that, yeah, that's it. maybe I'll try and get another one made for a different campaign, or at least,
Why?
see whether George can do something about reposing it or whatever.
What's Kodiak up to?
I know John's got a stream going right now too, so he's probably over there. Oh, there's Kodiak. He says, "I love you."
Aw, that's so nice of him. It says, "Hey Andrew, how's your day going?" Not too bad, not too bad. It was a busy day at work, and I am looking forward to the weekend and my second job and getting all the stuff done that I need to do tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But Monday's kind of a work holiday, so I still have to go to work, but it'll be a light day.
What is it? Why? What's work holiday is it?
Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we my regular job supports doctors' offices, and there's a lot of doctors' offices that aren't open. So if the office isn't open, nobody has to support them. So we have a very, very small staff Monday, but I still have to. My job is all the reports and all the stuff from Friday, so I still have a whole crap load of stuff to do. Yay me! So, all right. Well, I'm trying to see if I can get my camera to work so I can get back to finish drawing this picture. But
And we are up at 670 on it too. So slowly going up. Hopefully, we'll hit the 1,000 mark in the next week or so.
all right. See, when I open up my camera, it freezes the Streamlabs. Let me see if I can.
Okay.
I'm just playing around with it, trying to see. I guess I could switch it and have you guys see me. Yeah, you guys don't really want to see me. So if I switch it back to this camera,
Now it's going. You're moving.
All right, let me see. Let me see if I can record and broadcast at the same time. All right, my hands are moving. And it's recording. All right, excellent. So I can actually get back to drawing. Are you still there?
Kodiak, I miss hearing. Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Evan says, Kodiak, I miss hearing your beautiful voice. You should get on.
Kodiak's invited. He and Avery and Todd and what's his name? Dillard. They're all entertaining guys. We send an invite out to them. But it is Friday. Most people have lives. Everybody but us, right? Right, Cross?
Yeah. I was supposed to go out tonight, but I didn't end up going out, so.
Oh, yeah? Well, my wife and I are, we try to watch a TV program together each night, and sometimes we'll pick something to watch. Like we started watching something, that Night Flyers show on Netflix. After the first episode, we were like bored out of our mind. So we haven't gone back to it yet, but we started watching the second season of Castle Rock on Hulu. That's a weird show, but it's actually really good. Yeah, just like any Stephen King thing. It's weird, but
you just got to watch the backstage thing in this too to see if anybody's there.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye. I haven't seen anybody come in yet, so.
Yeah, because you have to click on them for them to come in. They can get in backstage, but nobody sees them. Just you.
Okay. So what you're saying?
They can hear everything.
I have the power.
Yes.
Okay. I have the power. I like having the power.
So what made you decide to change from the Zoom?
Just wanted to try something different.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Zoom, and I've liked it since I started using it, but I took it on based on Todd's recommendation, and so it's kind of the first thing I tried out without trying out anything else. So I'm giving
Yeah.
StreamYards a
The
shot. And
Yeah, the paid version of this is you get a little bit more stuff.
yeah,
You can put your logo up in the corner where the duck is, or not have any one up there whatsoever.
so what do you use for your streams?
Well, I was using a lot of StreamYards, as you know, for quite some time,
Mm-hmm.
but because it came a point where I had to pay for it, so then I moved to just OBS because and I hate OBS by itself. Well, I don't mind OBS by itself, but my internet connection sucks for some reason, or something sucks about my internet. I don't know what exactly, whether it's the router or my laptop, or a combination of things. So, Mallet paid for a month for me for StreamYard share, so
Yeah.
you know,
Does it work good for
and
you?
you can
Or?
do. Yeah, it seems to be less problems with it. Although I use it OBS in conjunction because then I can go in between different things.
Right.
Easy enough. Like I can set up OBS so I can.
Well, I've been having issues with my regular recorder, my QuickTime recorder, and the fact that um it'll freeze up when I'm trying to record just simple stuff. And what I ended up doing is I would start a Zoom meeting and just record myself with a Zoom meeting. It was very annoying, and I hate having to do that. But
Yeah. The OBS software too. There's a record thing in there.
all right, hold on a second. There's conversations going on. Kodiak says, "I miss your beautiful voice. You should get on." He's talking to Kodiak. Kodiak is invited. He isn't coming on. He says, "One might think a rift has grown between you two. Between who? Me and Kodiak? If it has, I haven't been made aware of it, but usually I'm always the last one to know if there's a problem." So Ahmed says, "Oh, and another one for everybody. Whatever you do, don't watch Doolittle." What are you talking about? I'm looking forward to Doolittle. With Iron Man given wasted role, taking to all the annoying animals, a BS movie. Oh, well, to be honest with you, when I saw the first trailer for Doolittle, I kind of cringed a little bit. But the more I saw it, the more I wanted to see it. So, I mean, yeah, but then again, I get to go see movies for free, so I don't actually have to pay because my kid works at a theater. So
That's one job I don't think.
Convicted for Christ says
my
fiance wants to see Doolittle real bad. Yeah, I don't listen to the negative critics. If a movie's bad, I'll go see it and I'll tell you it's bad. But
or you make up your mind whether you think it's bad or not.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Because everybody's taste is different.
Yeah, like my mama said, my tastes are in my mouth.
And Rotten Tomatoes.
And Rotten Tomatoes, yeah. Well. All right, this creature's not coming out exactly the way I want him to, but that's all right. We, you know what we'll do? We'll flip the paper over and we'll come up with something new. The last time we streamed, I did a sketch of Pang, who's the otter samurai, and Hero in the background. I decided I want to make it just a Pang thing, but I wanted to give him a new creature for him to tackle. But this thing seems so.
He's the otter samurai people come to see.
Yes. The pangolian, whatever it is, isn't really a very scary monster. So let me see. We're gonna have to find something else to inspire us to draw. What's a good
Why does it have
water-based
to
mammal besides a platypus?
Alligator.
Mammal.
Alpha?
My wife just said alligator.
That's not a mammal.
It's not a mammal.
Whale.
Is a whale a mammal?
Yes, they give birth.
Yeah, but then again, there's several types of whales too. So
Yeah, well, there's not
And
going to
have
be.
menopause.
That's not
I'll let
right.
you decide. I was gonna say I'll let you decide that.
Well, no, what I was drawing was a Pangolia. Yeah, no, we're not doing that.
Pangolin.
Pangolia, some creature that I saw.
Pangolin.
Evan
I think
says,
is-
"Why am I looking?"
I-
Evan asks, "Why am I looking at this disgusting duck?" That's because we're trying something new.
Yeah, you can get it. You can get this for $25 a month, or if you pay up front for a year, you can get it for $20 a month. American.
Yeah. Well, with Zoom, I was paying. I think it's $14.99, which I mean that wasn't bad. But yeah, that's why I was looking at something different. Not that I'm worried about the money or anything, but there was just some things about Zoom which were annoying.
Yeah, when somebody shared their screen or whatever, it automatically went to them.
Yes, that was kind of annoying. I would rather have control and
I
allow.
think it might. I think it might do this a little like that, but not quite. You still get the people at the side. It just makes this whatever screen bigger. But then again, I think you need to click on it first. So
Right.
because as you know, you see everything's at the bottom there. I don't have any. Well, I can't see all that stuff. It's not there for me.
Right. Right.
You know, being in the back, being on the show, I just know obviously about it for when I run the show. It's there for who's ever running
Evan
the
says,
show.
"I totally understand why Kodiak is staying away from this nightmare." Oh, guys, it hasn't even started to get bad.
Yeah, he's not. He hasn't showed comics yet. He hasn't done a breakout beast. He hasn't.
Yeah,
He hasn't done.
I
He
do have.
hasn't.
I do have a small stack of comics that we can go over, but I started
Of
to
course,
make the Scooby Doo things that I really like. I started to make those videos not on stream. It's not because I didn't care for your guys' commentary. It wasn't necessary. I try not to. Oh, you guys are not going to believe what happened. So not last week, but the week before, previews came out, and for some reason, my store that I go to regularly and I buy my previews from didn't get the previews in. And I asked the owner about it, and he said, yeah, he contacted them because it was on the invoice. He never got his copies. He contacted them, and they said they'd get it fixed. And the next shipment came in for the next week, and it still wasn't there. And he contacted them again, and supposedly it was supposed to be packed with a calendar of some type. They got the calendar, but he didn't get the previews. And today, when I went in to check and see what he got, he starts telling me this long story about how he contacted, and then eventually the end of the story was, I told him just cancel it, don't send any of them to me. And I'm like, what? I gotta make a video, and now I gotta go to another store to see if anybody's still got a copy left, or I gotta go online and see if I can find if everything's available online, which probably is, but that's beside the point. I expect my store to, carry the one thing I buy every single month, and
yeah.
then I share with you guys, and that did not happen.
You haven't done what's the name of it? The Peep Corner, the Peep Show.
Yeah,
So,
I know that's everybody's favorite, but
Convicted says, haha, speaking of, I bought three breakout beasts because of your videos.
Oh, really? Which series? Because there's 4 series out so far. Did you buy series
Well,
1,
there
2?
5, technically.
Well, yeah, if you count the crystal creatures, the girl line, there's 5. There's 5 series out. All right, this beast kind of became something else. I'm not sure exactly what this is. I'm just making this up as I go along.
I don't think it's anything.
He's got
Series
horns.
3.
He's got tusks. He's got big, huge.
Bull?
Series 3. Series 3's got a bunch of good ones in it. But you always have to make sure you check the serial number on the bottom of the egg so you don't accidentally get a duplicate. So, well, cool. Well, let me know where you find your Series 4, because I've only found them at one Target here in town, and it's the Target that's on the whole other side of town. So I haven't had a chance or had an opportunity to go get any more of them. Much to Todd and Dillard and Avery's chagrin, because you know that's their favorite thing to do.
Yeah, cringe.
Yeah,
You are the cringe master.
yeah, that's fine by me.
But he says, but Series 4 has some awesome looking creatures.
It does, especially the dinosaur lizard looking ones. Those are unique to the 4th series, so they're pretty cool.
Where is everybody today, anyways?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, they're probably over on Dillard's stream.
Well, we can wrap this up early, and everybody can go over to Dillard's stream then. Tell him I sent you. And tell him he's a punk. All right.
Just wrap it up whenever you want to wrap it up. Don't worry about anybody else.
Yeah. Now, tonight's stream mainly was just to play around and see what I can do with Streamlabs, and I'm okay with it so far. I got to work on this a little bit. Just imagine Pang like jumping out with his swords blazing and this creature being a huge creature wrapped around him. Originally, I was going to draw the snakes, but since that scene doesn't actually happen in the book, I wanted to draw a scene that technically could. D says, "Dear God, Rick, is Andrew getting into your peeps?"
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Yeah, well. All right. Well, hey, you guys want to check out some comics real quick? I can share with you guys.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, hold on a second. What happened to my...
Yeah, I've also had one person back out too for my campaign too, so good thing. It was only a $20 buy.
Oh, yeah? That sucks. I
So-
hate when that happens.
I don't know why, and you don't want to contact anybody and ask why, really, or whatever.
No, you can't. You just... It happens. It happens. People...
Yeah.
They'll put a I keep wanting to say bid. It's not a bid. They'll put in a pledge, and then something happens in life, and they're not able to keep it. So it's okay. It happens.
Yeah.
But check it out, guys. I have a stack. Now, question for you.
You have a stash.
I have a stack of comics. I got a
You have a
question.
stash of comics.
Is Streamlabs recording this?
StreamYards? No.
StreamYards. It's not recording. Okay.
No.
All right.
This will be on your YouTube, but YouTube records it, so you can always download YouTube video and cut it out from there. I think you want no. Go over to the far one, hit this thing, and then go over to yours and hit the thing in it. Andrew. Is Andrew here?
Yeah,
Okay.
I hit something. I hit a setting, and it just kicked me out. So I kicked
Okay,
my.
if you go over to the one far here, click it so there's just showing one person.
Yeah.
No. And then in both of ours, there's a little. No, not the one on this side. Sorry, the one on this side, though. One. There, you got it. Just you.
Yeah. Okay.
There.
Okay.
Then like I said, on you when you go to you can.
Well, I
You
was
just
trying
want to
to.
show yourself, right?
Can you turn off where how it says Misfit Corner Comics down there in the corner? Can you turn that off?
I don't think so.
Let's see if it's in the settings. Shift videos up for comments or banners, cameras, audio, guests.
It might be under banner.
Okay. This is an example of a banner. Click on the banner to show on screen. Yeah, okay. All right.
You might not then.
Brand. Okay, you can minimize the name. You just can't. Okay.
Well, that looks better.
Wait a minute. Here's a. There it is, right here. There's a under brand. There's an option down at the bottom that says show display names. You can turn it off so it doesn't show the names.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So you want to make it big so that you don't want to see me in the corner there. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. All right, look at that. All right, that's awesome. That works good. Okay, now I still want to play around with it some more, but okay, hold on just a quick second.
We don't want to know what you're playing around with, though.
These people in my life, they're just asses. All right, so needless to say, I got a stack of comics here. I want to go through them real quick. Holler out if there's anything in here you're interested in. Cross, just let me know, okay? Picked up a couple issues of Black Science. I don't know if anybody out here collects Black Science or has been reading this, but I know they wrapped up recently. But
what is it about?
Matteo Scalara. It's a Rick Remender book. Matteo Scalara is the artist, and he's fantastic. I love his stuff.
Image, I think, puts it out.
Yeah, Image puts it out. But it's a cool series. I think it went up to some 40 issues, I think. But I've got several of them in the store, and I'm trying to put together a set of more. But this is issues 24, 23, 22, and I think I also got 16. So yeah, these are to add to the collection. Got a couple issues of Descender. I've been told this is a really entertaining book. Issues 2 and issue 3. So I like Dustin Nguyen's art, so this should be kind of cool.
So you shall descend into it?
Yeah, exactly. I got some issues of Extraordinary X-Men. I don't even think this title is even published, or at least not under this name anymore. But this one was Ibanez on art. Victor Ibanez, who I think's art is fantastic. So that's kind of cool. This is issue number 15. Yeah. Issue number 2 with Humberto Ramos on art. And issue 5 also with Humberto Ramos on art. This is actually kind of cool. I found some copies of Shade the Changing Man issue. Wait a minute. I know I've got... Oh, yeah. Here we go. Issue number 1. This is the original Shade the Changing Man before they did the new... what was it? Young Animals line, where they brought out Shade the Changing Girl. But this is issues 1, 2, 5, and 6. And this is really early Chris Bacalo artwork. And not necessarily his best, but definitely the start of what he was doing. I got a random issue of Justice League in here. This one, it had what's his name, Slade, Deathstroke, the Terminator on it, so it was worth picking up. I got several issues of the Image Comics series Cannibal. I know I've read some of these, and it's an interesting series. The art's pretty good, but I got issues 2, 3, and 6. I do not know for sure if this is still being published or not, but somebody out there might be looking for these. Got a random issues of Tales from the Dark Side from IDW. This is Joe Hill and Gabriel Rodriguez, the same guys that did Lock and Key, which, if you're not familiar, Lock and Key was opted for a Netflix show, and it actually starts like in a month or so. If you haven't seen the preview for it, it looks pretty good. Looks very, very true to the comic, I should say. Got an issue of Saga, issue number 32. A couple issues of Empress, which was actually a fantastic series. This is Mike Millar and Stuart Immonen. This is something that might eventually one day be made into a Netflix show, since Netflix bought all of his properties. But this is issues 2 and 5. I think it's a 6-issue limited series. I've got most of the issues already, so this is just trying to make a
set.
A set, exactly. Then this one I found. This is Wolf Moon. This is the Vertigo series from Cullen Bunn and what's his name, Jeremy Hahn on art. It's about werewolves, of course, but it's a 6-issue series, and I've got issues 2 and 4, so I'm going to try to see if I can find the rest. But I like werewolves, and this is actually really, really cool looking series. I got a couple issue of Harrow County. This is issue number 10. All right, got a couple of that. 10 and 23. I love this cover right here with the snakes. I think I got one more in here somewhere. I got a couple of random issues, a couple other random issues of Saga. This is issues 37 and 44. Oh, 34. It would help if I knew how to read, Indiana, yeah, that's true. Indiana Jones and the Spear of Destiny. This is a Dark Horse series. This is not a new one. This is actually an old series. This is from 1995, but
that's a good cover.
Yeah, Hugh Fleming did the cover, so that's not bad. Oblivion Song number 9. I think I already have this issue, but this is a fantastic series. If anybody out there is reading this, I stopped picking it up regularly, but it was one of my favorites from the Skybound line, which is Robert Kirkman's line from Image. So, here's another Harrow County number 13. I've got a customer who's been picking these up, and I think 2 of these he may need, so that's perfect. Got art by Nathan Fox on
Pigeons from Hell.
Pigeons from Hell. Yeah, I know. Well, this is Nathan Fox did what was the name of that series that he did with McFarlane? I forgot what it was, but he's very much a horror style artist, so Pigeons from Hell might just fit perfectly for that. Then this stack right here is a couple of comics that I got in a trade. We have Death of Wolverine, the Logan Legacy number 2. We got a second printing of the all-new X-Men Black Vortex Chapter 4, issue number 38. I don't know why they had to do a second printing of that. I'm pretty sure I've got a first printing at the store. All-new X-Men number 40 with Brian Michael Bendis back when he was still working at Marvel. And Osserid on art, who's actually pretty good. We have a Death of Wolverine second printing, Deadpool and Captain America. Okay. Yeah, whatever. X-Force number 3, a classic, Rob Liefeld in his early heyday, an issue of Ultimate Fantastic Four number 3.
I might need that.
Got a Andy Kubert on art. It's either Andy or Adam. I forget who, but Wolverine and the X-Men number 36. Wolverine and the X-Men number 40. Now this one's
is that taken from the cartoon?
What's that?
Is that taken from the cartoon Wolverine and the X-Men?
No. This was a series, short-lived series where they changed Wolverine to just Wolverine and the X-Men, and had to do with him like hanging out at the school and being a teacher or something at the
Yeah, so it's taken from the series. There was a
school.
cartoon series called Wolverine and the X-Men.
Yeah, but I don't know if this was directly related to that because I think this came much later, to be honest with you. But
Because he was supposed to be a teacher, he did. I think he was supposed to be a teacher. I forget.
okay, all right. Well, this
It
one,
could be. It could not be.
yeah, this one's got a cover by Art Adams. This one's got a cover by Nick Bradshaw, who very much does a very Art Adamsy style, and this one's got one of my favorite artists on the interior, La Raza. Even though Todd will tell you that there's no A at the end, I don't really care. But what's really sad, I actually read this issue. This scene right here, which actually looks really cool with the SHIELD agents coming and arresting all the kids at the school, never happens in the book. But whatever.
not even implied to have happened.
Nope, doesn't even happen. Then we got another issue of Wolverine and the X-Men number 11. This is Nick Bradshaw on cover and interior art, so that's a good one. And then this is number 18, Adam Molina on art. Very cool. And then this was the one new comic that I picked up. Joe Hill presents the Hill House comics. This is Daphne Byrne, issue number 1, written by Laura Marks with art by Kelly Jones. And I got kind of worried because there's good and there's bad Kelly Jones. This actually may just be a good Kelly Jones.
So you're kind of worried that you might get burned on it?
Yeah, exactly. But I'll show you the first splash page. Like really, really creepy. And that's like excellent Kelly Jones. So I haven't read this one yet. I'm gonna read it. I keep saying I'm gonna do a review of these comics, but I always forget sometimes. But this is one I bought new, so I may do a review of it later. But I've been looking forward to this one, especially when I heard that Kelly Jones was doing a horror book. I mean, that's right up his alley. So. All right, so these are all comics that the majority of these, as long as I have enough bags and boards, will be in the store tomorrow. So if anybody out there is interested, wants to come by the Beach Boulevard Flea Market here in Jacksonville, Florida, come check out Unit C36 and come by and see the new Misfit Corner comic store. All right.
Well, I'd check it out, but, I'd come by, but I'm a little too far away.
Yeah, I know. You'd have to take a flight and all that other good stuff. And all right, this camera's ticking me off. I'm going to switch cameras. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can figure out how to do that from here. Camera. Switch cameras. It's me! All right, cool.
Ah!
Yeah, I know. Scary. I know. But I did get more of these Scooby-Doo ghosts. But I'll be making them into separate videos. I'm not gonna share them here, unless of course you want to see them. Rick, do you want to see a Scooby-Doo ghost?
I don't care.
You don't care?
What does the chat say though?
And nobody's saying anything in the chat, so
They might now. They might say, "Run for the hills."
actually, I'm trying to get. I got the. Oh, there we go. That makes sense. I was trying to figure out. Oh, Convicted for Christ says, do it. All right. Well, I'll do it then. Hold on a second. Let me switch back to my other camera. Very good. Let me highlight me. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I want to move the camera down. But I've actually found 2 Walmarts in the area that have these. I have Mike keeping an eye out. I said, hey, if you find them, because I want to complete a set of these. So we're trying to complete. I've bought I think 7 so far, and I have 6 of the 7. So let me check it out and see what's new.
Which ghoul you got?
Which ghoul did I get? Let's look and see. All right.
Can you tell whether it's going to be a different one, or do you have to...
I open them up as soon as I get into the car to see if it's somebody I need. This is the Black Knight, so I'm looking forward to.
Okay, Marvel's about to sue them.
So very cool.
Actually, I think anybody can use that name, Black Knight.
The Black Knight. Yeah, I don't think that's a. Yeah, I don't think that's.
Heck, it was a movie title way back when, and
Yeah. Actually, is he getting his own movie, or is he just going to be appearing in, what is the Eternals? I think that's what I heard, is that he's going to be a character on the Eternals. Black Knight,
okay, I don't know.
Dane, whatever his name is.
Did you see the Morbius trailer yet?
I did. What did you think?
Not too bad. I know other people are ragging on it. I think it could be a good movie, for sure.
Well, I like to.
I don't.
I like to wait and actually see the movies before I make final judgments. But I mean, it wasn't as horrible as it could have been, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, they showed way too much of the movie to the point where you almost know exactly what's going to happen. So they've got to add something that makes it interesting. I mean, I like the fact that they threw a little cameo in the end of the trailer, which solidified it in the current Spider-Man universe, So we'll see.
There's lots being said what's going to happen with that, and it's hard to say. Well, the cameo was more just a picture on a wall, really.
No. There was a person who cameoed in the very end. Did you not see that?
Who? I seen a picture of Spider-Man on a wall.
No. Michael Keaton, the guy that played the Vulture in Homecoming, was in the end of the trailer, where he says, "Hey, Doc," or says something to him and says, "Hey, Doc."
I didn't realize that. I'll have to watch it again.
Oh yeah. They definitely solidified it in the current Spider-Man movie continuity by doing that. So
yeah, it's a question of whether everybody's been saying he's going to possibly skip back and forth between universes. Especially with different things. Like I don't know in the comics how much Morbius' origin is tied in with Spider-Man. I just know the origin that they showed in the animated one in the 90s.
Right. Yeah, I don't know enough about Morbius to know about the character, so
yeah. So that's the one thing that sort of makes it for me. I'd say I have no idea what.
I think
I don't know enough about the character.
Wasn't his catchphrase he was the living vampire?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, check this out. This guy looks awesome. He's got this nice big thick sword and the helmet, which, as you can see, pops off. Let me see. And shows the guy's face underneath. Very cool. And the helmet, when it's pushed into place, it stays very tight on there. You get the shoulder pads, which I didn't know what to do with at first. Then I looked at the picture and figured it out. But this guy's awesome. This is fantastic. I'm glad I got this guy added to my set. What actually I think is how big the helmet is compared to the guy's head, because you can actually see all the space in between there, but it fits on very solidly. So that's a nice sword. Chop you in half.
You just don't want it. You just don't want him to stick it to you.
Oh, Rick, you're so good, man. All right, that was your little extra thing for this evening. But I tell you what, guys, I am enjoying the heck out of these. I haven't bought Playmobil in years. I have a couple of Playmobil figure sets in the store right now because I found some that were on clearance for Ghostbusters. So I have those in the store, and nobody's ever looking for them. But I think they're cool looking. But these have been absolutely fantastic. I think, the fact that they took a line like Scooby-Doo and created a series of villains characters. I mean, in this 12 series set, there's no Scooby-Doo, there's no Shaggy, there's none of the gang. It's just the villains. So it's very cool. I mean, you can get there is a couple other sets. There's a Mystery Machine set that comes with Daphne and what's her name, Velma, and what's his name? What's the blonde's name? The guy.
Oh, Fred.
Fred. And then there's a separate set that comes with Scooby, Shaggy, and a ghost that you can buy as a box set. So you can still get all the main characters, but
what about Scrappy?
Oh, I don't think they have Scrappy, at least not yet.
Rabby-dabby-doo!
Yeah, Convict for Christ says the suit of armor is pretty neat. It is very neat. This actually works out really well for this character. But now here's the fun part. Now I get to go and do some research, find out what episode he appeared in, what was the date of the episode, what was the title of the episode, what series it came through, and then I add that to the videos because I'm finding that to be the most fascinating thing about these things is getting to do the research to find out more about the characters themselves. So
don't forget to put his sword in there.
Yeah, I won't. I'll make sure everything goes with him.
Accessories.
That's right. Well, these will all end up in the store eventually, and people, if they're looking for them, can buy them from me at the store. I mean, I like getting them.
How do you get these really cheap or?
No, I pay the normal price, which is that's what I would sell them for. So I think Walmart sells them for like $3.92. I think that's what they come. So I'd sell them for $4. No big deal.
Yeah, make 8 cents, right?
Well, yeah. But yeah, this is awesome. This is cool. I look forward to adding it to the store. Oh, the DC superhero ones. I was able to find one more package of DC superheroes, and I got Aquaman. I already did an opening video and putting it together video, but I wanted to share it with you. Pretty cool. It's actually the Aquaman with the harpoon for a hand.
Oh.
Pretty cool, huh? Were you reading comics when that happened? Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I've got all that.
Okay.
A lot of that collection.
Yeah.
There's some I showed off in my DC sorting stuff.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, that was a very traumatic move that DC did with that, because it wasn't they didn't play it up to be something that wasn't going to be everlasting. It was supposed to be true. It was going to happen. It was, so.
Yeah, that lasted for 5 or 6 years or more.
It did. It made it into the animated TV series because it made it into a lot of different things. So it was something that was quote unquote canon for the longest time. So
yeah.
All right.
Then I think they killed him, regular Aquaman off, or gave him replaced it with some sort of mystic, water type thing or whatever. I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, I remember something about that, but all right. Let me see what do these other buttons do. Oh, I guess that's sharing screen. Oh, okay. There we go. That button there actually shows both our full screens instead of half screens. I should have been doing that one from the very beginning. Oh, well.
Yeah, but you see, it makes them smaller.
So if you do this and you share screen, it'll share the screen. So it'll show the share screen as well as our screens. Then you do just share screen. Then me and the share screen. Oh, okay. That actually works good. See, with Zoom, you can share your screen, but you don't have these type of controls. So I like the idea of sharing the screen and having us still be seen on the side. So
yeah,
it is definitely one advantage of this.
I've actually created a pangolin character as well.
Oh yeah? All right, so I can remove my stream. Okay, cool. All right, this experiment wasn't too bad. Now if I can just take what I recorded and what I've made and make it into smaller videos, then it'll be worth it in the long run. So
yeah, you'll probably have to download it off of
well, I did record
YouTube.
it. I did record it with my QuickTime, so we'll see how that goes.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, the ability to switch back and forth. Now, can I make you the presenter?
You can.
Right now, I just switched it to where I'm the main screen, but
yeah, if you see my cube next to yours, right? there's a little box in mine. If you click it,
Oh, okay, that works. Yeah,
and again, if you do meet, if you can have if you have somebody on, right? Like say Avery's on, right?
yeah.
And he's working out. Well, not that he's doing coloring on his tablet, so you see that. You could do the one thing that you showed earlier. Show his view screen, his what he's doing there with you big when you were sharing your screen.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but this has a lot better control, so I'm liking this a lot better.
Yeah, it's what a lot of the pros are using now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the reason I like Zoom, and this is one of the things that Todd encouraged, is that Zoom can records the video even if you're not live streaming. It can record before and after, so that, like, let's say we got done with the live stream and I ended the live stream, and then we had a conversation that would make a great video to share with somebody. We could clip it and use it because it's constantly recording. So I'm assuming when I stop live streaming, I lose any ability to record anything after the fact.
Yeah.
Which is okay.
As far as I know, there's no record button. So
well, we're gonna find out in just a second, because I'm gonna hit end broadcast and we'll see what happens. But
I know from myself, I've never seen anything like that.
Let me say thank you to everybody who came by and visited. Tosspot, Unexpected Geek Nemesis. Let's see, Ahmed. Hopefully I'll see Ahmed this weekend. Evan, who's always fantastic. Kodiak, Kodiak, who never jumped in, and we'll kick his ass next time we see him. And
right, I just want to put something in the chat too.
And Convicted for Christ, thank you so much for coming in and contributing. You asked some great questions and encouraged us to pull out some toys, which is always fun. So you adding something to the chat?
Yeah, just there we go. A link to my Indiegogo, my Christian superhero.
Yes, fantastic. Yeah, everybody, if you get an opportunity this weekend, go check out Cross's Indiegogo for the Canadian Shield #1. I think it's going to be a really good book. It's the first in a series of books, and
hopefully ongoing.
Yeah.
I do have 8 issues written of it. I have several other characters that I have several issues written for. My next Indiegogo, once this, hopefully as long as this fulfills, if I have to, will probably be the Canadian Shield #2 and Snowdrift #1.
Excellent. All right, well, everybody go check out the Canadian Shield on Indiegogo, and we'll catch you all on Monday. We will be doing a live stream on Monday. Even though it's a holiday here in the States, we're still doing one. But thanks a lot for checking us out, and catch y'all next time, guys. Good night, everybody.
All right, God bless.